What's going on, everybody? And War Damn Eagle. We're here to talk about a little Tigers and Razorbacks coming up. First SEC matchup. Let's do it right after this. What's going on, everybody? Let's talk a little Auburn and Arkansas here. So, here we go, boys. Auburn, first week, I was booging 73-3. Thought the whole world was ours, baby. Playoff wasn't even out of the question. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, did you just see what we did? But turns out Alabama A&M sucks, which we all knew, but they suck really bad. Okay. Then we go into week 2. Cal's coming across the country. It's time for us to get let's see what we got here. And then our quarterback drops a big old turd just right in the field. Big turd right in the field. Hated it. It was disgusting. But then we got a little bit of hope because this past week, we changed the quarterback. We put one of the younger guys in there. I was behind Hank Brown just because of the fact that if we're going to keep a senior in there and he's not going to be here next year, but he's going to lay eggs like that, we cannot keep him in the game. We got to go to the younger person so we can build some experience. And that's what they did. And he, this week against New Mexico, obviously not the greatest opponent in the world, but it was more about the decision makings and stuff that he did, like getting the ball quicker out of his hands, making those decisions faster, dropping it in like a bucket to KLS down the sidelines. Like, it doesn't matter what team you play, you throw the ball like that, it's a completion, possibly for a touchdown. And he did that with our wide receiver, Cam Coleman, being hurt and injured and not even playing in this game, which I wish he could have because they could have got more of a repertoire, cohesiveness together, like by throwing to him. But obviously, he's been able to throw to him in practice. We're supposed to be getting him back. We're getting back 1 or 2 offensive linemen for this game and everything. With all that being said, it's been a roller coaster, man. That's how it's been for Auburn for the last 3, 4, 5 years, man. It's been crazy. I think we're sliding up. The recruiting's getting super great. Highest recruiting class right now, even if we don't pick up another kid that Auburn has ever had in its entire history when it comes to the points and the recruits and everything else. Just have Melendez come in and boom, he said, I'm going to Auburn, not Miami. And hey, that's great because Miami is a good team. So why is it that this dude's coming to the Plains, baby, coming to the Jordan Hare Stadium to play some football? And we also got Chroma that went out there. He went to Georgia last week. He's coming in. He's going to be set to make his decision a couple of weeks from now, which means he's going to be in Auburn watching the Oklahoma game while his commitment date that he says he's going to do is set, which coincidence, maybe not. Coincidence, maybe not. So we might be getting one of those big-time running backs that even Georgia's looking at. So this is some of the, so that's keeping me upbeat because I'm going to be realistic here, guys. We going 7-5. If Hank Brown does develop in the next couple of games and we squeak out wins, there's a possibility of going 8-4 on the table, which I was hoping for when this year started. I wasn't trying to get us to the playoffs, wasn't trying to put us up there at the big thing. I was just trying to make improvements from last year, right? Let's just be better. We got these recruits coming in. We'll get us a quarterback, whether it's through the portal or maybe one of our young guys can step up. And Hank Brown has an opportunity. I'm super excited to see it, and I want him to succeed, man, big time. I don't necessarily want to be having to spend $1 million in the damn portal that's coming up here because we don't have a quarterback on the squad that can step in. So I'm hoping Hank Brown can fill in this position and show us that he can do it. He's capable of doing it to give him a chance going forward. We also got Walker White, highly touted recruit that came in this past season, and we're also trying to get Big Daddy Deuce to come on over here to the Plains as well. He hasn't picked yet. I'm leaning towards he's probably going to go to Auburn. He's a 5-star quarterback, one of the top 3 or 4, I think, quarterbacks in the country to even try to get. So with all that being said, this is how it goes. The Razorbacks has an improved team. They stomped the team just like we did the first week. Then they lost going on the road. And then, it's not like they murdered a team. So they resemble Auburn a lot when it comes to this. I think Auburn got a leg up because we played a team that has the style quarterback and offense that Arkansas is probably going to run. So we got to see that all night this past Saturday. So maybe that even helps us in preparation. I know we're going to change things on defense. It's not going to come in. The defense was worrying me in this past game. But I thought, like, our defense has done well enough because, like, listen, as of right now, if our offense could score 21 points, we win pretty much. We could probably we win all the games so far. And I think we can win a lot of games going forward if we score 21 or 28. We don't have to score 40 or 50 points if our defense is holding up. And like I said, the Cal game, we gave them like a free one on like the short field and everything else. And so they did even better than that score indicates. So I do think if our defense is a little more stout, we get this game. I do think Hank Brown being at home, it's good to be at home for your first SEC game. I think he's going to show us some more stuff. I think he's going to do the thing. Yeah, he might make one or two mistakes, but that's better than making 5 or 6, all right? And that's all we have to clean up. The quarterback's going to be allowed to make 1 or 2 little mistakes here and there, maybe throw like 1 interception that our defense can hold off, maybe hold the team to a field goal, and then we go back in, do our thing. He throws a touchdown, whatever. And that's my feeling going into this game. Arkansas does worry me because they should. They are an improved team, and they probably want some revenge because we've been beating them the last couple of years, even though our team has been sucking. But I also think Auburn's improved. We got a lot of young guys out there on defense, got a lot of young people out there, wide receiver positions. I do think our running game maybe can show a little bit of dominance. We showed that a little bit this past week. I think that was in preparation for coming up to Arkansas so that our running game would be more fluid when we get into this first matchup in the SEC play. And listen, guys, let's do it. Let's go out there. Let's do it. Hank Brown, keep proving everybody right. You know what I'm saying? Like, go out there, do your thing, throw that ball crisp. Because like I said, I ain't going to lie to you, bro. I got a little excited, not just mentally, but a little excited physically when I saw that dime he threw to KLS, because that's literally like one of the best passes I've seen all year, and that's including even watching the pro game this year so far. And like I said, that pass has nothing to do with the opponent you're against. That pass was so good that it would have worked against any team. Georgia, Alabama, I don't care. They don't have a DB. Nobody has a DB that could contest a pass like that. And if he can do a couple of those a game, not even all his completions don't have to be like that, but if he can do that a couple of times a game, Auburn could do very well. Maybe slip over that 7-5 and actually beat the odds and go to like 8-4 this year. But we shall see, man. Like, subscribe, put your comments down there, what you think about Auburn's season going forward and everything else. I'm going to be trying to do more of these this year, adding some more teams to the channel per se, talking a little college, talking a little pro with the Saints and everything else. But until next time, peace.